everybody! Welcome to this super short character suggestion video. I contemplated making this into its own thread on the forums, but since I haven't been making a lot of videos, I thought, why not? So please enjoy. And as always, nothing is confirmed. A little backstory on why I'm even suggesting this. It came about after rereading the Analyzing Boomer Legacy thread and sitting around during my lunch break with nothing but the thread and my thoughts. My suggestion? Include Mr. Green. For those who may not know who Mr. Green might be, let's do a little history. Mr. Green comes from the Powerpuff Girls episode Substitute Creature. He's a substitute teacher that had taken over for Miss Keene when she fell ill. The girls initially thought he was a villain, but realized that he was actually a good guy. The whole episode was a lesson in not judging people based on their look. So now you're probably wondering, where would Mr. Green be placed? Well, he would be a great character to have in front of the Poka-Yoke's Junior High Infected Zone. It's one of 2 schools shown in the game, and he's a character directly linked with education. It seems like the better place to put him. I mean, he could be put by Charles Darwin Middle School, but Poka-Yoke's Junior High is clearly a better fit for him. Plus, no NPC is over there anyways, so he wouldn't be stepping on anybody's toes. So what purpose does Mr. Green have in the story? What is his contribution? Well, it's not as big a contribution as the likes of Number 2 or Jack or the guides. His first set of missions are geared towards the school. He's concerned with the infestation and the monsters inside, so most of his missions are geared towards cleaning up the fusion matter and eliminating as much fusion monsters as possible. His second set of missions, and stay with me here, are geared towards working with Boomer. So Boomer in the Fusion Fall universe, as far as we know, is pretty much an outcast because of his history as a rowdy ref. For better or worse, the heroes don't want to work with him, and the villains see him as a traitor, so they won't work with him. Very few give him a chance, and I believe Mr. Green would be one of them. Boomer lets it slip one day in the presence of Bubbles and Jackie that he isn't educated because he's never gone to school. This gets Bubbles thinking, and she makes a call to Mr. Green. Mr. Green happily accepts the request and made a video contact with Boomer, who initially mistook him for a villain. After clearing up the misunderstanding, Mr. Green began tutoring him in reading and math, assigning him homework and keeping tabs on him at least once a week. Mr. Green would be another character who would support Boomer and doesn't discriminate against him. A fun idea, however unlikely, is for Mr. Green to ask the player to go and find Boomer and make sure he's completed his recent homework assignment. This would lead us to Bubbles, who points us in the direction of Townsville Zoo, where we would meet the sleuth duo. Mr. Green could potentially tutor other characters, but I chose Boomer based on some discussion had in the Analyzing Boomer Legacy thread. Then again, the whole tutoring plot could be dropped. It's not really a world mission and more of a character-driven plot. But this is my suggested video, so I get to suggest whatever I want, no matter how outlandish it is. That being said, this is where I'm going to be leaving off. Thank you all for entertaining this idea by watching the video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys on the forums.